Former Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy throwing a ton of money, like $7 million, behind Catherine Templeton, a Republican who was taking on incumbent Republican Nancy Mace, who is very popular in the Low Country, and the plot did not work at all. Mace winning with almost 60% of the vote, beating Templeton by almost 30 points. South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace is joining me now. Congresswoman, good to see you. Congrats on the big win.
Thank you and good morning. It was awesome, $7 million, and we still won by 30 points. It was the highest margin win I've ever had in my political career. And voters, they picked the truth. They picked someone that they could trust. They picked honesty and integrity. That's what was on the ballot on Tuesday, and it feels great to have such a big win on such a big night and to be Trump endorsed. It also shows how powerful Trump's endorsement is right now. All of his candidates won on Tuesday night.
Yeah, pretty remarkable. So some of the coverage today, this from the Hill, a terrible start to Kevin McCarthy's revenge tour. What's your message to Kevin McCarthy this morning?
Well, he certainly bombed on opening night, but my message to McCarthy and everyone out there, I had a lot of people come after me. I had colleagues of mine in the House that endorsed my opponent. A lot of people chipped into my opponent. But there's room in the party for people like me. I am very fiscally conservative, socially sensible. There's people in the room in the party for me. There's room in the party for conservatives, traditional conservatives, centrists, moderates, libertarians, right of center. There's even room in the party for women. There's room for everybody as long as we work together. And if we don't come together for November, it's going to be much harder for Donald Trump to win the White House. And so my message to everyone now is it's water under the bridge. Let's get Donald Trump reelected. Let's get a larger majority in the House, and let's flip the Senate. And then when we win it all, when we have a supermajority, let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's shut the border down. Let's deport the illegals who are here. Let's stop all this outrageous spending. Let's actually cut spending. Let's keep Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act on the table. Let's cut taxes for hardworking Americans. The American people want action. They don't want lip service. They want us to do. And it's time to get ready for that, to gear up for it. But we have to come together and work together to get Donald Trump reelected to do that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Congresswoman, I think people at home, they will like 60% of the vote. That's a mandate. You know, you're one of the more popular members in the House on the right. You're one of the louder voices in Congress. Are you concerned about the McCarthy factor if Trump does win? Because there are a lot of rumors that if Trump wins in November, Kevin McCarthy's his chief of staff. How concerned are you that maybe McCarthy tries to ice you out of the conversation?
Well, I mean, if he wants to be Trump's chief of staff, he probably shouldn't spend $7 million against Trump-endorsed candidates. To me, that's a real conflict of interest. We want Donald Trump to have people surrounded by him surrounded by people who support him, who are going to be honest and have integrity and be trustworthy and tell the truth. And we want people who are all in on Donald Trump, which means you have to support his candidates around the country. These are the folks that he wants in the House or in the Senate, working for him, working with him to deliver his agenda when he becomes president. And make no mistake, there are going to be some tough decisions ahead that might make people feel uncomfortable. We have to do something about immigration. Yeah. We have to do something about cutting spending. And Republicans, by the way, have been just as guilty about raising the debt as Democrats have been. We have got to cut the fat out of government. We have to cut regulations, and that might make some people feel uncomfortable, but that's what the American people want. And we really want Donald Trump to be surrounded by people that are like-minded, that will support his agenda.
Yeah, and I want to move on just to talk about Merrick Garland for a moment. But McCarthy, you know, back in February, he said you need to straighten your life out in an interview, and he was really critical. You guys haven't had any conversation between Tuesday and now about sort of burying the hatchet just quickly, have you?
No, I'm still waiting on his phone call, and that's fine. I mean, you know, it was a sexist comment. I don't think he would say that about a male colleague of mine or any man really ever. A very sexist thing to say. But again, I'm not looking back. I don't live with regret. I'm not looking backwards. I'm looking forward because we have a country to save. There is a lot on the ballot in November. I have 2 teenage kids. I'm looking at what their future looks like, and it's bleak if Democrats continue to run the tables on Republicans. I'm working hard to get fiscal conservatives elected. I plan to help candidates around the country, help them get elected and reelected. Yep. I want to help Republicans get women back in the party, find that support around the country. We've got a lot at stake here.